I thought I would kick it off.
Sure. And Peter, I'm going to let you go next, and let's talk about continue the discussion on the employer side, and then I will we'll move to the school perspective.
Sure. Our firm, we're not redoubling our efforts. We didn't let up. So we stayed really focused on diversity, even though the numbers were down. It's always a challenge for big law firms. It continues to be a big challenge, and the challenge balancing all the moving parts, as we all know and you all study. So what we did during this time was, I think, as you said, take advantage of the opportunity to refocus, and we are just finishing a 5-year plan, and now we're about to implement it. And it's something that we did over the last few years, looking at all levels of the firm, lateral and entry level, and talking about we have a great diversity committee and a chair who's been the chair longer than she wants, but that's why she's still there, because she's been effective. And so anyway, we're excited about, like, the DOJ has their plans. We have our own plans to implement this over the next few years. I think there has been an effect on the economy when you talk about clients and client demands, which is what we all respond to first and foremost in the private sector. And I think that philosophically and fundamentally, our clients are still committed to diversity, but it became, to me, notice that this is my opinion, less important because they had such pressure to deliver. The legal departments had such pressure on the bottom line. And so while they were still saying all the right things, and I believe they believed the right things, it was not as much pressure as 6 years ago, for example, when our big clients were coming to us and saying, I want a quarterly report broken down by matter. And I don't just want a woman listed. I want to know what this woman is doing on the matter. There's not that sense right now, but there's still terrific people in-house. And I know that they have in-house corporate counsel diversity groups and panels by region, and some of my friends are in-house general counsel, and they're still committed. But I just think they don't have the luxury to focus on it as much. So I've seen a change there. And RFPs do, by the way, still ask about it. Mm-hmm. Whether or not it's a deciding factor, I don't know.
Very good. From the school perspective, Dean Haddon, do you have some thoughts on this topic?
Well, first of all, I'm very, very concerned about what the future looks like for several reasons. One is, I think over the next few years we really are going to see a pendulum swinging backward, so that a lot of the progress that we had started to make, not made, but had started to make, is going to be erased, so we'll be even farther back. At the same time, as a dean, I can tell you that we have had really serious conversations at the Association of American Law Schools and at the ABA about what the face of the profession is going to look like. And part of that is a justice concern, that we ought to be much more representative in terms of not just gender but race and ethnicity across the profession, not in particular areas like the public arena where we have done the best. So I think that we're at a disjunction at this point in terms of, on the one hand, recognizing that this is a justice and legal order issue, and we're not responding to it in the best way.